So Brick Lady decided to turn herself in. What the fuck? She was charged with felony theft by deception, which is a charge that I never really heard of, but I do condone it. As a matter of fact, it needs to be further enforced because of today's society. All these scammers out here on the internet, yeah, they all need to be charged for that. What do you think I've been covering in my previous videos? If you guys get a chance, take a look at my library and maybe you might find something interesting. Felony theft by deception involves misleading or tricking someone in order to steal from them, where the amount or value of what's stolen is large enough to make it a felony, rather than a less serious misdemeanor. So who is Brick Lady and how did it get to this point? Well, I'm here to explain it all to you. Roda Osman, 33, a resident of Houston, Texas, and identifies herself as first-generation Somali immigrant.
Y'all playing with me like I'm not from Africa. Y'all playing with me like I'm not from Somalia. Y'all playing with me like we don't do voodoo there. Y'all playing with me like my mom's not a witch and my dad's not a wizard. Do you see all?
She earned her nickname Brick Lady all for the wrong reasons, specifically due to this video that went viral.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick and all these black men just watch and they don't give a fuck. Yeah, this man hit me, fucking grabbed a rock and it hit me in my fucking face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just fucking watch. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? What do y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man and fucking do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face? Man, fuck all y'all niggas.
Now, the first thing that I picked up on her initial video, she pointed out that all these black men just stood around and did nothing while this woman was harmed. I already knew that such a statement was going to create some type of controversy within the black community. You see, the video itself was quickly picked up by news sites and blog sites such as none other than The Shade Room. And we all know The Shade Room caters primarily to a black audience, a black female audience. Now, some of these women are delightful, sweet, and wonderful, while others are, I'm just gonna keep it a buck, a bunch of bitter bitches. I'm just gonna say that they're a bunch of bitter ass females out there who just hate black men, who always have something against black men. So the video portrayed black men in a negative light. You see, there's a continuous battle against brothers like me. We're often blamed for nearly everything that's wrong with the state of black women or today's society as a whole. We become the default scapegoats, the ones people point at when they want to spin a narrative or concoct a story. So it was pretty clear to me that her comments alone was going to stir up some type of controversy between brothers and our beautiful sisters.
When you guys see this, and number one, she's saying there were a group of men standing around, probably on their damn cell phones, looking to get the shot instead of trying to protect a woman. Your thoughts on this?
Well, I feel like black women are not being protected these days. I mean, but then, I don't know if you watch social media, but then there are a lot of women on here who are saying, well, I don't need a man and I don't need this and I don't need that. So we kind of have to take accountability. If we're out here saying that, then are the men going to protect us? But I thought that chivalry is, I guess, is dead.
Dead.
Yeah.
And buried.
This, I heard this about the story, maybe like, just over the weekend, over Memorial Day, over the Labor Day weekend. And it pissed me off. But this situation here does not warrant, even though she did a video like that, does not warrant a person getting hit by a brick, Suzette, in the face that could have literally killed her. And it certainly did not warrant for her to be assaulted in this manner and no one steps in.
A few days ago, there was a black woman that was hit with a brick. Surprisingly, this caused a lot of mixed reviews across the community. I've decided to do this live stream for educational purposes only, to talk about and illustrate gender violence in a particular way, as well as being able to, I feel like, expose a lot of the hypocrisy, especially when it comes from the anti-sassy, anti-zesty, anti-pandering community. I think that there's a lot to be getting into. Individuals like Ahan, they say she slapped dude. Before I even get into the videos, this is a perfect example when individuals that we know of lighter hue try to compare jokes like, hey, you joked about me not being able to season food, therefore I said that you are a pickaninny who is fatherless, who needs to get off of cracking X, Y, and Z. These two things are not equitable.
Black men, quite a number of y'all don't make no sense. I woke up this morning to discover that over this week of work and travel, I missed the fact that one of y'all hit a black woman upside her head with a brick because she wouldn't give you her phone number. Well, at least 5 to 6 of y'all stood there and watched. My chest. And instead of having a productive conversation, allowing the man who hit her and the man who stood by and watched be held accountable, y'all ran over the river and through the woods to find any reason to say that she got what was coming to her. And you were wrong about it. Grasping at straws to stage consensual content. They don't know what consensual is. They also don't know what it looks like. Also tried to pull up old scammer pages that weren't even hers. And then you use this misinformation to substantiate warning to the rest of us independent black women who don't need no man that this is what we should expect should we ourselves decide to go around acting all feminist. It's ridiculous.
Fuck out of here. She thinks that she's dropping some type of deep insight, but it's all just babble. I've actually seen this woman before, but I never really paid attention to her content. To me, she seems like one of those spoken word types who actually do more talking than actually doing something, not realizing that her opinions lack any substance. But this is the point that I'm trying to make. Instead of conducting some type of proper research or waiting to see what happens, how things pan out, these people are quickly to jump on the bandwagon of hating the black man. Although one person did make a valid point. You see, we are not obligated to intervene in dire situations playing the role of a hero for a random person. I believe that in most situations, the best course of action is to contact the authorities by dialing 911. This is because in many cases, intervention can lead to the loss of life. Just imagine if your husband or boyfriend lost his life trying to protect some random person. How would that really make you feel? I'm pretty sure the last thing on your mind will be painting him as a hero because you've lost someone who isn't able to protect you. So here you have this lady claiming that she was hit in the face with a brick, blaming brothers, sparking a beef between black men and black women online, leading to unnecessary discussions and all these ridiculous panels talking about black women aren't being protected, more black men should have stepped up, black men are the problem, black women shouldn't be harmed for not giving up their numbers. First of all, I just want to give out my opinion. Black men do step up. We actually do protect our women, especially if we're in a relationship. The only problem is that it goes unnoticed. People like to focus on dusty Negroes or these ridiculous videos of a black man or a black woman being harmed and say, this is the majority. This is all black men. No, it's not. We protect our women all the time. That goes for every race. They protect their women. And also, who would hit someone in the head with a brick because they're not getting their number? If that was actually true, that person have mental issues. It wouldn't be a black man issue. It'll be someone who is mentally unstable. And you know what? A lot of these discussion panels where all these people talking about the state of black society or the black community as a whole, it was all in vain because the whole story was fabricated. It was a lie. Allegedly. Since the case is ongoing, allegedly. But let's continue. So while conducting research, I stumbled upon the affidavit filed by HPD detectives, which I found online for more clarification. On the night of September 3rd, Houston police responded to a report of aggravated assault in the city's Lockmark section. They found Osman intoxicated, hostile, and irate. Osman, who was with a friend, told officers that she was walking down the street when an unknown male threw a brick at her for not giving her her phone number. At the same time, she told officers she ordered an Uber, thought the male suspect was the driver, got in the car with him, and then he tried to kidnap her. She claimed the suspect was involved in human trafficking and had a large group of females with him. Now, supposedly this was her initial statement, her side of the story. So after the altercation, she posted a video at the hospital.
Have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men and was like, What you gonna do? And I told all these men, like, yo, why this man got a brick on my face? And he's holding a brick. And all these niggas is watching. And nobody does nothing. And he hits me in my face and then they're all just watching. And they let that nigga get in a car.
Someone then opened a GoFundMe account on her behalf, raising over $42,000. Damn, I wish I had 42K. Godly. Your boy is going through it. I'm telling you, man. Whatever. Let's continue. This ain't about me, but let's continue. Not only were there too many holes in her story, but some people were a bit skeptical of the whole situation and decided to conduct their own investigation. Specifically, Daphne Sultan. Shout out to this sister over here, because she didn't go and blame all black men. She decided to investigate this woman. Daphne Sultan is a wife, psychology major, and qualified to tell us that this woman is batshit crazy. Shout out to her. You can also follow Daphne Sultan on IG as the Queen of Accountability. So whenever you guys have a chance, please check out her page. You see, Daphne did her due diligence by contacting HPD and asking for the police report that was supposedly given that night by Brick Lady Miss Osman.
House, I can help you.
Yes, hi. I wanted to check the status of a police report. An African-American woman said that over a week ago she was assaulted with a brick by a black man, and no one's been able to find this assailant. So I just wanted to make sure that the police report was filed because we're concerned citizens.
Okay. When was the incident number? What's the incident number?
I don't have an incident number. I just know the name of the person. She hasn't really given us any updates. She just showed that she did go to Houston Police and filed the police report, but no one's believing that she actually did it. The woman's name is Roda Osman, Roda Osman, Osman. Date of birth July 20th, 1990, and she's African American.
Okay.
The incident happened. I'm sorry. Go ahead, ma'am.
That's her case. You're going to have to call them and inquire about her case.
Okay. Is there any way that, so there's no way online that we can see that a police report was filed?
She said she made a police report. She made one.
Okay. The thing about it is she might have made that police report, but she's not telling us what the assailant looks like. So how does that help empower black women who might be in the Houston area? Is what I'm saying, because the police department is not giving us any information as well. Even if she did go to you guys and file the report, how come you guys are not updating your sites on what we need to be looking for? I mean, a man assaulted a woman for saying no to her, him asking her for a number. I think we should know at least what the guy looks like so we can be on alert and help out.
Okay. Okay.
So we're just making sure this isn't a hoax, because she keeps giving people updates but not telling us anything about the assailant. If I was attacked with a brick, I'm going to tell you he's tall with dreads, gold teeth. We have nothing but her saying she filed a police report, and that's not enough for us.
Okay.
And this incident happened over a weekend, a couple days ago, and we still don't know nothing.
And she didn't give any information.
All she did was she did an Instagram story, which expires in 24 hours. And it just showed a piece of paper that said Houston Police Department. And she was saying that that was the police report. She covered the incident number, so it didn't really give us any details. A lot of people are terrified.
So that means she did make she made the police report.
Okay, so what I'm asking you is there anything that Houston Police can give to the public to assure us that you guys are looking for this imaginary guy? We don't know what he looks like. So what if we're in the area and he wants to attack somebody else with a brick? We don't know nothing. I've never heard of an assault where no one's given us.
I do understand that. If she didn't give any information, how are we going to know who did it? If she's not giving information. Understand?
Yes, ma'am. If she filed a police report, is there any way that a detective or an officer can confirm that it is an active investigation so that no one's not blowing you guys' phones up trying to figure out more information? Is what I'm saying. I just want to confirm that it is an investigation going on. She couldn't even tell us that much. Anyone can file a police report, but how does that empower the next black woman who could be a victim of this man with the brick? That's all I'm saying.
Okay. What's her last name?
Osman, Osman.
What's her first name?
Roda, Roda. She went live on TikTok September the 3rd to let everyone know that she was assaulted. So that's how long this case has been, and we know nothing. And I just want to make sure my family is safe. That's all.
You want to make sure your family is safe?
Yes, because her being a black woman saying that there's a man going around assaulting black women for not giving up their phone number, that's pretty dangerous. And in my history, anyone that's ever been assaulted, they give you a description of a person. We know nothing of what this black man looks like. We just know he's black. And that's just not enough for us when it's been almost a week and a few days. So you can say you filed a police report, but can you at least tell us what we need to be on the lookout for? So if we see this individual, we can call it in and help you. That's all.
I'm looking at the report. She has no information, so there's no way you're going to know.
So is that why you guys haven't been able to report anything to the public? Because you guys don't have enough detail?
Correct. If she don't give me information, how are we supposed to go find somebody?
That is very true, ma'am. And I'm sorry that's happening. Is there anything we can do as the public to help her? Because we're just concerned.
There's nothing you can do for her but pray for her.
But pray for her. Okay. So it is possible to file a police report but not give details on who assaulted you.
Yes, that's correct.
I didn't know that. I thought you had to have, details of what the person looks like in order for you guys to act on the incident.
You do. If you want something done, you're going to tell them.
True. That's true. Okay. So we didn't know that. She said that on her Instagram story that she provided all the details to the police department to put the black women at ease. But that wasn't enough for us because you're not telling us what we need to look for. So that makes sense why.
In a report to go find somebody.
Correct. Okay. And I'm sorry, ma'am. I know that there's other people out there who are in more serious situations. I'm just a black woman myself, and I want to make sure this black woman is protected because she says she's not getting the protection from men and police like she's supposed to. But how are you guys supposed to protect her when she's not giving you guys details?
Right.
So I'm with you, ma'am. I'm with you. You're doing a great job.
Nothing in there.
Well, ma'am, you have, I'm sorry for laughing, but you're wonderful. And the reason why I do these checks is because a lot of women do like to go viral. And they like to create a story that didn't exist. And last year, I exposed 11 African-American women who lied to get GoFundMe donations and things like that. So this woman here not only went viral on TikTok, but a page called The Shade Room posted her story, and it allowed her to garner $42,000 from people. So when we started asking for details, that's when she kind of backed off and went rogue.
Daphne also discovered that this was not Ms. Osman's first GoFundMe campaign. As a matter of fact, on July 28, 2020, Osman started a GoFundMe claiming a young black Muslim single mother was viciously assaulted by private security in Minneapolis, sustaining multiple facial contusions, a black eye, and injuries to her leg and back. She needs an estimated $5,000 to pay her medical bills. I think I'm going to agree with this wonderful sister's comment when she says that she gives her welfare vibes. You see, there are mothers out here who exploit their kids to garner sympathy from the public, subsequently profiting by soliciting money or donations. And that's not really something that I can respect. Have you guys ever been to Walmart and you see these mothers with their children asking for money? Or even worse, send their kids to do the asking?
Almost $3,500 in cash and small bills. They had an array of different types of gift cards and lots of baby formula and different items.
Officers believe the women are part of a multi-state fraud operation.
They were out there in the communities, going to different Walmarts, different Targets, and they were asking people for money, saying that their baby's starving, they don't have any money, and people would buy these items for them or give them cash. They would in turn go return them almost immediately and ask for cash.
Look, I understand that we're in desperate times, but teaching children how to panhandle doesn't equip them for a successful future. Instead, it merely prepares them to become more of a skilled scammer as they grow older. But I digress. Oh, as for Rhoda, for her to be getting jumped on everywhere she goes, is she causing something? Is she... It's starting to look, crazy. So what's really going on with this woman? Now, I mentioned earlier that this woman comes off as an aggressor, and I can say that because according to court documents, Osman has several prior charges, one in the Virgin Islands, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Hennepin County, Minnesota, Williamson County, Texas, Travis County, Texas, and so on. Also, Osman is currently on bail for a separate offense on September 22nd, 2023 for a felony assault and domestic violence. She was charged with 2 counts of misdemeanor domestic violence in Steele County, Minnesota. This woman is crazy. Just like one of my favorite TV shows, House would say,
it's the truth of the human condition that everybody lies.
Men lie, women lie, even kids lie. Now they say there's 2 sides of every story. Honestly, there are 3. Person 1, person 2, and the truth. We've heard Brick Lady's story, but what about the gentleman that was involved in the incident? Well, he ended up coming out and decided to do an interview to explain his side of the story.
Tonight, the man who she accused of throwing that brick at her head when she says she wouldn't give him her phone number is telling only KPRC2 what he says happened that night.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch.
This video has been seen millions of times. The man accused of the viral brick throw reached out to me for his first interview.
This was a well thought of plan. A diabolical plan.
Olin Douglas is a father, son, and small business owner, but in September, allegations made by 33-year-old Roda Osman nearly put it all at risk.
It caused people who I thought really knew me to kind of betray me.
Douglas says he met her at a club near the Galleria as she wore a mask that only revealed her eyes. He invited her to an after party.
It's as if she was trying to get in some type of conflict,
but says she was aggressive and very intoxicated. They ended up in a car with friends.
She physically didn't start touching me until I asked her to leave. So you gotta get out.
Outside the car, Houston police say surveillance video then showed Osman slapping him in the face before he hit her back with what appears to be a plastic water bottle in hand.
You should never hit a woman in general, but I didn't want to hit her actually. It was like she hit me and I just reacted.
According to court documents, the footage didn't match what Osman told police, that a male Uber driver threw a brick at her and tried to kidnap her, that she did her own investigation and was told that Douglas was the one who assaulted her. She's now charged with theft because prosecutors say she made it up and tried to profit from this GoFundMe that raised more than $42,000.
It's been a divide between, black men, black women, and it's really evil what she did.
If police didn't have this surveillance video, this evidence that basically clears you, what kind of situation do you think you would be in?
I would be that guy that hit a girl with a brick. I'm black. I'm surprised I didn't get arrested in 30 seconds from this going out.
Douglas says he's received death threats from complete strangers.
She's just manipulating people using their pain, and that should be the true crime here.
He hopes people online will be more conscious.
The internet is the internet. It's not real life all the time.
To me, this guy is the true victim of the story, because when a woman puts a case on you, specifically DV, it'll cause you harm to not only your reputation, but it'll mess up employment opportunities, custody with your kids, professional licenses that can be denied or revoked based on your criminal convictions, voting rights, your bang possessions, You won't be able to get a license for that, and a whole bunch of things. But yeah, she could have ruined his life. Now, here comes the truth. From the investigation that was conducted by HPD detectives, because they were able to retrieve the surveillance footage of the incidents, this was what they were able to find. On September 20th, 2023, Houston police detective canvassed the area where the assault was reported and found surveillance cameras in the 5600 block of Schumacher. The footage provided by the camera's owner shows Osman, the man she accused, Olin Douglas, and her friend talking and walking towards TikTok Garden Lounge. TikTok Garden Lounge? Really? Well, this is a club for influencers? These names are just stupid. Let's move forward. They were seen entering the club together, and about 20 minutes later, the video shows the trio walk outside the club, then walk towards a white Maserati that was parked directly on the side of the business. Douglas was reportedly seen leaning on the right front passenger door while Osman walked towards him. According to the documents, the surveillance footage shows that Osman started dancing on Douglas while her friend was in the front of the vehicle talking to another man. The video then reportedly shows all 4 people get inside the Maserati. The unidentified man got into the driver's seat, the friend got into the right front passenger seat, and Osman and Douglas into the back, according to the documents. A few minutes later, Douglas was reportedly seen getting out of the back right side, and then Osman and her friend also got out. The detective said the footage showed Osman slapping the man, and then he hit her back with a water bottle in his hand. Detectives said Osman then sat in the front of the passenger seat of the vehicle while Douglas stepped away from her. He reportedly got into the back of the seat of an Audi A3 that had pulled up. Regarding her face, now all of this is pure speculations, but it comes from multiple people. It was said that her face was swollen because she injected saline in her face, and supposedly she's supposed to be allergic to saline. Then she decided to go out with her friend and purposely start some type of altercation with a random man so that she can start a GoFundMe. Now, this is all purely speculation, and we don't know if this is the truth or not, but it kind of makes sense. I mean, who knows? Today's economy, anything is possible. People will do anything for a quick buck. So now this is crazy because before Osman decided to turn herself in, she decided to make a video on TikTok attacking Daphne.
Let's not forget that GoFundMe, about 1,600 people donated. And the majority of those people, I know them. That's my community. These are my family and my friends and people I went to school with and people I worked with and people I've been in organizations with and I've been in community with and I've also helped. So the fact that you're like, I'm scamming people, these people know me. There are a lot of people that I did not know, and thank you so much for the anonymous people that did not know me and still donated. But a lot of the people actually know me. They know who I am. So the idea that I scammed all these people, these are my family and my friends and my community. I'm sorry that you don't have any friends or family or community and nobody will show up for you. But if you make a page called about exposing people, it already shows that you don't have family, friends, hobbies, or anything going on. Your husband probably don't like you. I know what type of girl you are. You pay all the bills and do all the housework and you're mad at us. Sorry, we did not abuse you. You have very, very low self-esteem. And you're mad at other women who you perceive have better lives than you. And that's not our fault, honey. If you want self-esteem, you got to do esteemable things. That's how it works. You can make a page and expose 1 million people and do all of this, and you can destroy 1 million people's lives. You're still going to be sad. You're still going to have no friends. Your husband still won't like you. Your kids will still be ashamed of you. Nothing is going to work out for you. Do esteemable things, and you shall have self-esteem. But honey, you cannot destroy me, okay? This foundation is like, you can't destroy me. I'm indestructible, especially for a person like you, like a sleaze like you. You got nothing going on. You're talentless. You lie. You have no ethics. You have no morals. You have no hobbies. You have no friends. Like, girl, and now you won't have no money because I'm going to take it all. See you in court, bitch. If anybody can tell me Daphne's last name, and the city and state that she lives in, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you. Daphne, I know your minions are watching. I know you're blocked, but Daphne Sutton? You see how quickly I got your last name? That was 30 seconds. Now think about how quickly I'm gonna find out your city and state, and then your address, and then your job, and then everybody in your family's name. probably can get it before 6 p.m. today. Yeah, I went to the #1 journalism school, Columbia. Have you heard of it? And also, I'm more resourceful than you. I'm much smarter than you, much more ethical, much more trusted, and have a better community than you. I don't even think you have a community. So honey, this is not the fight you want. And maybe I'll reach out to all the people that you have been harassing on your page and ask them if they want to join me suing you too. I think we should all sue you. I know you have a lot of time on your hands since you're always bothering people. Let's see if you can handle all these lawsuits. Come for me, girl. Imagine the mental illness you have to have a whole page where all you do is lie. And all your lies can be easily confirmed. It's not that hard. Every lie that you make, I can prove it in 10 seconds that you lied. So, you literally have a page where all you do is harass people and lie about them. And you have the nerves to be talking about bothering me? Girl, I'm an organizer. Every single day I organize. Girl, I'm coming for you. But let's just see how many other people that you've been bothering will join me. Because I'm going to reach out to every single one of them. Every person you have ever bothered, I'll be reaching out to them. So, like I said, if you want to come for me, it's been 7 weeks, baby. This is going to be fun. I love fuck around and find out.
She basically threatened her with a lawsuit, started making all these crazy accusations, and this woman just sounded insane. If anything, she needed to contact Daphne and ask for a therapy session because she has mental issues. There's some loose screws in her head. But it should be an online therapy session or a phone therapy session, not person to person, because I don't trust this lady around Daphne. Let's be honest. This woman seems crazy. So, now before I end this video, I want to quote Mark Twain. He says, "A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes." Meaning that a lie will get more attention than the truth. And in this situation, we see that. People got caught up on the lie and just directly started to attack black men. This woman's lie created friction between black men and black women, something that we don't need today, especially at a time where we all need to work together and unite because things are hard right now. And this goes for everything. It goes for gender, race, ethnicity, even religion. Right now, we need to work together so that we can get ourselves out of this whole, whatever's been going on in the world today. As for Miss Roda,
I'm asking you guys to help support not just me, but our entire community because I cannot do this by myself. Not only am I a mother, I'm a full-time student and a full-time employee. And I have given the Houston Police Major Assaults Unit a confession video. I literally done all the work for them and also gave them a confession video of Olan Douglas saying that not only did he assault me, but that he does not care. And there's also other audios that I have given him that he has said he wants to monetize this. He also said that he will never get arrested in Houston. And now I'm starting to believe him because who does he have in his pockets when you have a whole confession video, you have hospital records, you have police records, what is going on? I have left them over 20 messages, over 20 emails. And guess what? They will not respond to me or update me, but they respond to people and pick-me's and red pill losers who have nothing to do with this case. They don't even live in Houston. They are just agents of chaos. And what is happening is that they want to tone police all of us. They want to let all gendered oppressed people know that if you ever speak out, you will be punished, and you will be punished badly. And these people are mad because they tried to unalive me. They tried to leave me for dead, and I'm not dead. I'm alive and well. So they are trying to punish me. And I'm trying to let you know that I have reported a few police officers, including Officer Thornton, and a few other officers who were making a joke about this online, and they didn't even know they were being recorded by these people. So I don't know what's going on. They're not going to respond to me. I need you guys to tweet HPD, the Major Assault Unit, and tell them to arrest Olan Douglas. You have a confession video, and you have the responsibility of locking people up who assault people. He committed a major crime, and he needs to be assaulted, and he needs to be arrested. There's a confession video. I am still bruised up. There's no denying that what happened. So I need you guys to help me, because this is going to determine how the future looks like. And they know that if I win my case, that a lot of people who make their money, their platform, and their whole careers off of black women pain will now be held accountable and have to find something else to do. And you know that they have no talent. They have no motion. This is all they have. All they have is black women pain. They have nothing else to offer the world. So they don't want this change. I'm not fighting just Olan. I'm not fighting just Houston police. I'm fighting a bunch of people. I'm fighting a whole community. I'm fighting Red Pill community. I'm fighting Pygmies. I'm fighting all of these creators who just live off of our pain. And I need support, because I'm not letting this go. I will not continue to let this happen to another woman. So please tweet HPD and let them know that you need to lock up Olan Douglas, because that is your responsibility. You have a confession video, arrest him. Because I'm tired and I'm scared and I just don't feel safe, and I might need to figure out where I'm gonna live, because I don't think I'm gonna live in Houston any longer.
So what do you guys think of this situation? I want to hear from the fellas and the women. I want to hear all of your voices, all your perspective, and just write everything down in the comment section below. Until next time, guys. Peace.